Hello. Greetings, cats. 'Tis I, your favorite cat, Judgmental Cat, and here today to discuss something might be stupid to you, might be important to some of you. Heck, it might be something you just don't know about because you're going to learn about it with this story if you get recommended this video. I hope this video goes out because maybe some of the problems in this video can get addressed and everything. Maybe the freaking people in charge of this like IP, which is record of lodoss, will become aware of what the heck is the problem with this series and everything. Because currently, this anime is uber unpopular and uber unnoticed unless you're a small minority of OG anime fans. Or you were in the know and you are just a hardcore otaku and you knew about Record of Lodoss for the longest time, wanted to eventually watch it, was onto your watch list and everything. Now, here's my dilemma and everything. Oh gosh, my model went all over the place right now. So here's my dilemma. I have Crunchyroll. I have a Crunchyroll service and everything because I don't like piracy. Okay. Not because of like ethical reasons and everything. Heck no, because some of this anime I would never be able to watch without piracy. It's just not on Crunchyroll. And it's not even known about besides that. And then like no one's aware of it. Nobody's aware of it. No one's a fan of it. There's so few people who even know about certain animes that they just die and everything because everyone is addicted to the seasonal anime grind, and I hate it. This is part of the problem is seasonal anime, and this is the one of the things I need to address in this video about Record of Lodoss and everything, because I don't know if y'all know about this anime. I don't know how popular it is. I can't even go in the forums and like discuss it with people and everything because like the forums are big for like a singular anime that like from like I think it was is Record of not Record of the Record of Lodoss from the 90s or 80s. I can't remember off the top of my head, but doesn't matter. Anyway, what I wanted to discuss is the legal hell that Record of Lodoss War is in. Currently, if you want to watch this show in HD at 1080p in high quality, you have to jump through so many freaking hoops. It's not funny. I promise you will know what I'm talking about if you go try to find this anime. You will literally lose your mind. You'll legitimately lose your mind and everything. Because there is no legal way to own this. And then there's no illegal way to even find a link to get to this anime. Now, luckily for me, I don't have this dilemma purely for the sole reason as I'm getting to the point that I'm thinking on a whim. I bought this on a whim because one of my best friends and everything, she loved, and I mean not just love, this is probably literally her favorite anime series of all time. Like literally probably her top three like most beautiful thing that like this is the anime that like was like, yes, this is why I like anime back then. And this is probably one of the reasons why she cannot relate with modern anime because I'm going to say it, some of modern anime is garbage. Not just saying that it's not deserving, but like some of it is garbage and like not appealing to every single individual and everything. Some people who like the fantasy genre does not like isekai, okay? Just throwing that out there and everything. Thing. sometimes people like to experience high fantasy, and that's what record of Lodoss War. Oh my gosh, it's a tongue twister after you say it so many times. Is so important. Like, it's super famous over in Japan. Like, the Japanese, they're all lucky. They get all this other properties and intellectual properties of this show. Hell, I bet you could still buy Blu-rays of it over in Japan of this series for cheaper. It might even be more cost efficient to literally learn basic Japanese or learn broken Japanese and buy a freaking Blu-ray that literally is in all Japanese, because this anime. Okay, so you have to buy a service to watch the first half. Okay, to watch the second half, you now need Crunchyroll. So this is the whole thing of why piracy is happening and everything, and why these streaming services are about to, mark my words, I'm predicting the future and everything thing right here. In the coming years, as the economy gets worse and worse because of other economic factors that I need to make a video on, people are going to keep canceling more and more streaming services. They're not going to tolerate this stuff. They're not. And then there's people who won't go out of their way to find these things. Like, for example, the only streaming service, if you just like anime, is Crunchyroll. Like, sorry, High Dive fans, the freaking 5 of you who might click on this thing, High Dive isn't going to be successful. It's going to eventually die and everything. Even Crunchyroll is eventually going to die because of its bad practices and everything, which I'll have to make a whole nother video discussing that of why Crunchyroll's going to self-cannibalize itself. But it's like, Crunchyroll is like a microcosm of the big thing at hand, which is intellectual properties being spread across things. Imagine, like, I'm going to give you a for instance, okay? Imagine if Breaking Bad, all 5 seasons, were broken across 5 different streaming networks. Because that's what this experience is like to me. Now, luckily, like I said, I have a record, I'm just going to say Lodoss War from now on, because it keeps giving me a tongue twister. Lodoss up there on my shelf, the Blu-ray copy, and I bought it on a whim for like $21 or $25 and everything. I bought it on a whim. I wasn't in a good headspace to watch it at the time. I just recently started rewatching it in a better headspace, and I am in love with it. I think it's amazing. I think it's pure, amazing, high fantasy. I get the same feelings as if I was watching Lord of the Rings and everything with this anime. And I can't recommend it to anyone besides other Lodoss fans on Reddit and everything. But they've already watched it, so it's like, wow, like, that's cool, yeah. I like that show, yeah. You're not going to have that intellectual discussion with somebody who has already seen the show and everything. They're gonna, like, yeah, maybe you're gonna talk about it, but, like, it's more so cool, like, hey, it's my friend who likes anime. My best friend. Like, oh, yeah, I would like to recommend the anime, you know what I mean? Or, like, say you have a significant other. Say you want to recommend it to your boyfriend or girlfriend. Well, do you think let's put this back in with our hypothetical, what I said earlier, with Breaking Bad. Would anyone watch Breaking Bad if you couldn't buy it physically, because this is the next point I'm going to buy, in a cheap manner, and it's spread across 5 different platforms? Because that's what's, or here's the kicker, or it's in limbo on the service you bought the service on, which is confusing because I don't understand it, because I just found this out in the last, like, 10 minutes or so and everything. So anyway, so there are some options and everything, because physical media is dying. Okay, so this right here on eBay is a bootleg copy of this, of the complete series of Record and everything. This is all 21 episodes plus English OVA subtitles, all regions plus tracking, blah 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 blah. This is the only cheap way to buy this show and physically own it, because I don't recommend the other things, and I promise you, this Blu-ray, it may have a bit of not Blu-ray, but I'm going to show the Blu-ray off. But this DVD may have some frame issues and stuff. But I'm almost tempted to buy this rip as well, because like my Blu-rays aren't going to last forever, and that's another thing. This is another wonderful freaking problem with this show. My Blu-rays edition of Record is not all Blu-ray. It's not all Blu-ray. So, how frustrating that is. Do you know how mind-numbing that is? That like even the edition. Now let's go to it. Let me show you this edition. This is the edition I have. Hold on, I'm grabbing water. This is the edition I have of the show and everything, which has the first part all in HD remaster type high-techy stuff. I don't know if it's remastered per se. Well, actually, wait, yeah, I know it is higher def, because I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, I'm pretty sure the Blu-ray edition of this thing is actually the Laserdisc version of the RIP, and that is the highest quality version. Still technically is the highest quality version of this. There is still technicalities and blah 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 blah. If you watch this on Laserdisc, you are getting probably one of the best experiences. If I had unlimited money, I'd be buying the Laserdisc player and the Laserdisc versions of this anime. That's how much I like this anime. Yeah, if I had like unlimited money, sorry, I'm going on a tangent. I would buy the Laserdisc versions of these. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, which is only the first part is Blu-ray. The second part is DVD. So you know what that means? The second part of the stupid anime has worse sound quality. I want to scream. I want to scream. I want to scream so badly. Like, I know there's like 2 people who will understand my little conniption fit. But imagine, I'm warning people who possibly have like, wow, I really love this anime. I watched it on Apple and then Crunchyroll all the second half, and like went through all the trouble, and I actually want to buy it physically and everything. Oh my gosh, you would be in the angriest awakening of your life, because I promise you, going back to what I was saying, this bootleg probably has better sound quality on the second part, and probably decent enough, not exactly, as the Blu-ray. Because it sounds like crap. It sounds like crap, the DVD version. I have to turn my volume up to 100 to hear the DVD version of the other part of Record. I'm so angry. And like, it's literally another reason why I'm discussing this is because I want to do a video analysis on this anime. And it's literally painful to try to watch it. Because then I even showed my one friend the other day. I showed her, like, look how bad this rip is. You can't find a decent copy to stream anywhere that's free. You can't even do that. You can't. So, like, what were they thinking? Like, I know I'm OCD and crazy for complaining about this, like, but like, it's driving me nuts, because like, this is just the one that made me snap. It's happened with multiple shows. It's happened with multiple animes. It happened with The Office. Like, I don't know how many of y'all remember The Office, but The Office was popular as heck, and there was memes about it, and it was talked about, and it was this cool cultural thing. And then freaking Peacock took it off of Netflix, and then everyone was like, yeah, no, then The Office died. How'd that work out for you? How'd that work out for you? Is The Office culturally relevant? No. No. Why did everyone watch The Office? Because it was in an easy, accessible place. And that's the thing with art. Because of how art is set up now, and how it's not easily accessible, people don't want to waste their time, their money, their energy to watch one show. And it might be that, and that one show might be their favorite movie or series of all time. But they're not going to know about it because, wow, we have to jump through hoop and hoop and hoop. And then even if you're rich and somehow hit the lotto and said like, oh, well, anime is my whole personality, you even hit the lotto and you get some magically have enough financial means to be in a safe thing to spend $159 and for a sealed copy of this one anime that you heard so much about, and then to open it up and then to get to the other disc and to realize, oh, it's only half of it. It's only half of it. Like, literally, this is market manipulation. This thing should have never existed. There's no indication on this to tell you that there's a DVD copy of this. There's no indication. Where does it say DVD? It doesn't. It doesn't. It does not to show you that the heroic knight of this anime is DVD only. You would have to know after buying it and buying it. Now, thankfully, this nice Sir Patreon and everything doesn't want you to get purely scanned, because look, they put Blu-ray DVD Chronicles of a Knight, heroic knight, excuse me, on there. So it's hurting my brain. Okay, so say you don't want to do the bootleg route. Say you don't want to do the audio problem route. Okay, then so what's your next option? Okay, here let's pull it up your next option and everything thing. So now we have to go and go on eBay and trudge through the ditches of eBay bids at overinflated freaking prices for this one anime that's old. It's ancient. I don't care. Like, this is what drives me crazy. This should have been depreciative. Like, DVDs and the technology of DVDs and creating a DVD is so much cheaper than it was freaking 10 years ago, let alone 20 years ago, whenever the heck this stupid piece of crap was released. And then here's the other thing. What is the likelihood of these CDs not being scratched? Because here, let's just click on one. Oh, wow. They showed the DVD. They're not showing the part that actually has the show on it. How convenient. How convenient. Not trying to call this person out because they have some nice pictures. I would think this one's pretty high quality just for the sole reason the boxes are good and everything. Don't mean to call out the seller or anything. But I'm saying, like, there's probably one of these sellers here, at least one, who was like, yeah, I'm gonna sell it and everything. Didn't try the DVD, and like, conveniently, no one's showing the DVDs being scratched up or showing the DVDs themselves and everything. Like, so that's nice of them. So if you want to go this route, you still have another problem. Because guess what the other problem is? This is only the first part. Meaning, you would still, and I don't know this for guarantee or not, you'd have to buy the other edition. So now we're climbing up the things to get the heroic night, the second part of this show, on better DVD quality. And then there's no guarantees because guess what? I don't trust these providers and everything. There's no guarantees that this DVD set doesn't have the sound issue and everything. Now, it may be my TV and everything. But I doubt it because when I play on 100 with any other freaking movie or any other freaking anime, it's literally almost blowing out my freaking ears at that freaking point. Actually, yeah, it is blowing out my ears at 100 at that point. But so so I can't guarantee that this DVD set works and everything. So now, going back to the thing. Is anyone going to spend this much time, money, and effort? I have to reiterate that because, like, I cannot stress it enough because it's driving me crazy. Because this, I think it's going to kill streaming. I literally think this is going to kill streaming. I think people are going to crave more and more physical media and everything because of this. And then, like, okay, say you don't trust the eBay. And you want to buy the Blu-ray somewhere else on a trusted site because you can get scammed very easily on eBay and Amazon. Now you gotta pay $200 for the crappy version of the Blu-ray. The Blu-rays are great. The Heroic Night, that's garbage and everything. So going back to my little thing, woo, we keep going. Okay, more record news. Okay, now because. This is what I cannot stress enough. Because I don't trust Amazon. Because they're known to edit books digitally that you physically own. So now, the author or Amazon or whoever the heck is, or maybe there's a disgruntled employee and maybe they just want to ruin somebody's day. And like, there's a freaking million+ book. Do you think they're gonna know the one Weeboo book if there's anything messed up with its little digital counterpoint? We all know how translators are and everything. Yeah, disrespectful pieces of crap that literally just translate it willy-nilly now and everything. Like, I'm losing my mind and everything because that's a whole nother issue on this. Okay, so now. Say you want to start at the beginning, which is read the light novel. Okay, so you can spend $10, luckily, okay, for the digital version of that and everything, which I recommend because, oh gosh, I owned the physical version of this monstrosity, and if I could sell it for $200, I would because, oh my gosh, it's a piece of crap too. Okay, so going back to what I was saying, with releases and how, like, I'm literally thinking that literally there is people in the anime industry that don't want other people to know how good this series is, so they literally sabotage this show and things because if anyone that's seen this thing and actually saw this high fantasy and then compared it to a modern high fantasy that the garbage that studios produce, they would have to bring up the bar and everything. They'd have to raise the bar and not release garbage and everything. Think in the industry, and I'm talking about the publishing industry, I'm talking about the fictional industry, I'm talking about the movie industry with that, if they knew how good this thing is. So anyway, I gotta catch my breath because I'm getting frustrated with this because I'm going crazy because I'm writing an analysis. This is why I'm going to the thing. I'm writing an analysis and trying to do research for this, but it's so hard because literally I feel like everyone sabotaged me when releasing this product. Okay, so going back to what I'm saying, which is now the Kindle version. It can be edited on a whim and everything. So I recommend not buying the Kindle version. And you can buy the Google Play version because at least that version, at least Google may screw you over, but they ain't doing some editing shenanigans right now. Like, you won't own it forever, but like, how many times are you gonna read the digital book and everything? But then again, here's the other problem with the digital book and everything. Maybe you want to leave it to your grandkids and everything. So how are you gonna relieve the digital book? Because guess what? Your digital rights are not permanent and everything, making you have to either do the insane thing. Maybe you love this. Maybe you love this novel. Maybe it brought you to tears, and you want your grandchildren to read. And then you spend the $200. Say you bought digitally and loved this so much, and spent the $10 and everything, and you drop $200 on this thing. Here's the thing, I want to sell this thing, and I own this sucker. I own it. I own it. I own this. I own a little thing with back cover issue. You where the back cover, because I got used and everything. I literally got this book used for, I think, like $12, $15. That was before the ego inflating prices and everything. So I open up the book, all excited to read it and everything. It's in red ink. So, before I was even going to write this, I bought the book before I knew about the anime. I'm pretty sure I did. I can't remember. Sure, I'll have to check dates some other time. I'll probably discuss it in my record of lodoss deep dive and everything. So anyway, it's in this light, and I mean light, piercing red ink. It's literally terrible. It literally hurts my eyes looking at it. I literally go cross-eye looking at it. So, to get a legible copy of this book, because at this point now, this book is now what I like to call shelf books. It's something you stare at your shelf, but don't actually read it. Because they're, those like big, heavy, complete editions that weigh a bajillion pounds? That's what this is now. It's an unlegible book. It's literally like one of those decorative freaking books at this point. Because it's not legible. I promise you it's not legible. Ask people who, in the subreddit who own this book and everything. Because I promise you, they will be like, oh my gosh, it's garbage. It's impossible to read. So what does that option lead you back to? The digital version. Because the digital version, I'm pretty sure, let's check the sample we got right here. I'm not going to go too deeply and everything. Yeah, it's in black ink. Would have loved that privilege. Would have loved that privilege. I have it in red ink. Red. Piercing. Light as hell. Red. So again, I can't even reference the book because now they sabotaged me to even review the stupid light novel, and screw you, 7Cs, for this garbage release. I would rather it never came. I would rather it never came physically. I would rather you just put this thing up on digital because you suck. I hope the freaking new release, because luckily, now I'm going to tell you this and everything, because I am going to do this, because I want this book to be successful, because maybe it would bring the anime back from the freaking dead, and another physical release that's actual practical will come out. Do I think that will happen? No, because I think Apple and Crunchyroll just gonna be like, nah, we want to just pay for our streaming service and across 2 platforms, and then if you bought with Amazon, no, we have it on premium. What is it? What is Crunchyroll premium? I don't know, because guess what? I have my Crunchyroll through my Prime account and everything, because it's better and everything. And I bought it because I knew there was problems with this stupid account. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm losing my mind. So, they have the first release here and everything. The first part. But then it's like, is this truly here? Or are they lying to me and everything? Can I actually watch it? Because I know there's a way, which I just found out, to link your Amazon account with the Crunchyroll account. Now, here's the second problem, okay? So, I go here. Where the hell do I link it? Where the hell do I link it? I know I can link it. So, now I have to jump through more hoops to watch this freaking anime legally on the streaming service that I purchased and everything. I just want to watch the stupid anime. That's all I do. That's all my little autistic does. That's all my little autistic ass does. I watch anime, because that's what mentally makes me happy, and that what mentally keeps me stable. But guess what? My hobby is taken hostage by these stupid streaming sites that are worse than the illegal sites. And then now it's even double whammy because the legal sites doesn't care about this anime because again, seasonal brain rot and everything. So anything older in the 90s, nah, wayside trash. Lucky you'll be lucky to get 480p, let alone freaking anything lower, because I'll promise you right now, this show on a legal site, because I tried to watch it just because it was like, well, I'm ethically not breaking anything because I own the service already, and I'm going to my last resort and everything, and I hate doing it in the illegal sites because now I have to remember my episode count. One more freaking thing I have to remember and everything, so I can't just, casually lay in my chair like this and everything and be like, oh, hey, what episode am I on? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. No, because, oh gosh, yeah, I have to remember it. Oh, now, what did fix itself with this problem and everything? Now I'm not going to dox myself because of my account and everything. Luckily, I have everything logged out on this little Firefox thingy and everything. But anyway, this is why I have a My Anime list, because like here, let's show record. Why did I put the? I don't know. Maybe I'm so angry right now. So this is what I have to now use. I have to use another service. Now, I do like this service because it does help me keep track of what I've watched and everything. And even though I still have Prime and everything in Crunchyroll, that it does keep track of my episode. I don't know if there's more parts to it or not, or a second season and everything. So, I can mark the part I'm on and everything, aka the episode I'm on. And then I scroll down here because this is the other thing with all these sites. Now I have to discover more information and everything. So there's the other, so here's the other version. Then I have to go, here's the movie, the Chibi movie they did and everything. I didn't even know about this existence until just now and everything. But like, this is another thing with the streaming networks and why anime suffers on them even more. It's like a chore to find out, oh, does this anime have another season? Does this have another part? We can't organize anything because we're idiots! We're idiots. They're ran by greedy idiots, and that's all we give them. I'm part of the problem. We give money for a subpar product. But here's the other thing. It's hard to care. And now, here's the other thing I want to rant about this little thing and everything. Last thing, where is it? Where's my link? I'll just pull it up. Ah, wait, nope, there it is. Sony. I hate you, Sony. I despise you so much now, Sony, because I know there's few of you who don't know about this and everything. Sony owns Crunchyroll. Yes. And you know what else they own? Which was formerly known as Right Stuff. The thing where I was able to buy most of my manga and stuff. Now there's not even a URL for it and everything. Now I have to type in the Crunchyroll, so it doesn't even come up. Its original URL no longer even comes out and everything. It's really sad that Right Stuff disappeared and it got bought out by the little monopolist piece of cancer. Actually, this looks really cute, by the way. But oh man, this looks really cute. I need to watch that. That looks really cute and everything. It is bought and owned by the cancerous service known as Crunchyroll. They hold everything hostage. They own the streaming platform for the anime. They own the physical rights for your DVDs. They own the Blu-ray rights because they're part of Sony. Sony owns everything in the distribution of anime now. Even if you buy on Amazon now, you're still, if it's an anime DVD set or Blu-ray set, is more than likely still owned by Crunchyroll or formerly Funimation and everything, because it's like a hydra that keeps growing. Instead of just slaying heads and everything, like, you know how you cut off one head of a hydra and another head gets born? Well, no one's strong enough to face Sony, the multi-billion-dollar network. Like, here, let's look up Sony's network. No, not net worth. Sorry, net worth, not network. Net worth. 138.20 billion dollars, an increase in revenue in 1 year, and a significant increase of this amount since December 1998. How much you want to bet? A lot of this money is because of Crunchyroll and everything. So let's look up Crunchyroll. Let's look up Crunchyroll. Oh shoot, I forgot. I messed up. Whoops. I took off this window thinking y'all could see, but I don't have it set up like that. I apologize. Let me go back to what I was saying. There's the article right there. Okay, yep, it's there. Blah blah blah. It's there. There, you heard me. Okay, so net worth of Crunchyroll: $1.2 billion. That's a pretty penny. And I promise you, the numbers are fudged on this because here's the thing. Numbers are fudged on this because this only talks about the streaming service. It doesn't talk about Crunchyroll's little store right here. And then, like, here's another thing. Here's how the cancer. God, I gotta bring up Nana next. I'm going to do a video on Nana. Yep, I'm going to do a rant on Nana. Yep, I've been stressed lately because. So why not? Also, why is it doing this weird thing on the site? This site sucks. This is, well, I can't say it sucks too much because Right Stuff was way worse. So, back order. You're lucky. So, I'm going to tell you this and everything. If you want to order the craptastic physical version of this light novel here, it's on back order right now. However, if you want free shipping, you're going to have to blow through $75. But again, this edition sucks. It's craptastic, little red light crap and everything. But knowing knowing how cannibalistic the industry is, scalpers are going to buy all these up, and they're all going to be on eBay for literally $40 or even $50. Hell, maybe even $60. And I know there's some fans, like the fans who are fans of this story, will buy it up. They'll buy it up. They'll consume it, assume it like crazy and everything. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I wanted to tell you. You want to hear the next part? I only care about this part. It gets more crazy. Then the other intellectual properties of a record series, because there's also record of the Granis War. This is why I probably got messed up. Why did I put the? I didn't put the word the, technically. That's why it messed me up. I'm sorry. Record of Grand Crest War. Sorry about that. War. I'm tired. It's almost 5 a.m. when I'm making this rant and everything. So there's another whole property that I have to buy. Technically. Physically. And can I buy it physically? Here, let's find out. Let's find out if I want my favorite franchises. I can freaking get it physically. I'm watching it on Crunchyroll, but let's see. Doesn't look like it. Huh. I didn't click it in again because I was like, oh man, maybe I typed it in wrong. Nope, I typed it in right. It doesn't exist. So, going back to eBay, we have to go. So, if you want to order this anime physically and to watch the successor series, this is great. That's great. I highly recommend this. This and everything. Is there a Blu-ray of this? Let's see. Oh, that's cute. So, if I want the high quality version of this, it's region lock. Oh, how much is a region lock Blu-ray, you might ask? Oh, here. I know, because they're insane. I think they went down a bit and everything, because they know Blu-ray's dying and everything. Went down like $20. These used to be like $170. Now you can get them for a little bit cheaper. But this is a region-free Blu-ray player. Like, region-free. Sorry about that. Maybe come up cheaper. Let's look too low. No, that was highest to lowest. Oops. Doesn't say region free. And why are the prices now higher? So, again, the Great Quest. This is my white whale now. This is my white whale. That's driving me insane. So again, now we have to go back to the illegal versions of the show that I want to watch, and say if you want to leave it for your family to watch it, like a VHS tape. I remember VHS tape. In fact, I started recollecting them because I'm like, oh man, I would really like to have something tangible for my favorite Disney movies and everything. Gee, let me try gutting my soul out again to find one of these physically. Yay! I'm going crazy, but it gets better. So, say you finish the next novel, the first novel. There's a whole untranslated novel of that series, still in Japanese and hasn't brought over to the West. And wait, it gets into a more legal nightmare. So, you'd think that Seven Seas, going back to the light novel here. Wait, where is it? We just had it. Oh my gosh. Where is it? Oh my gosh. Going back to the light novel. You would think, oh well, Crunchyroll must own the other spin-off light novel series of this. No. Dope. Yeah, you're a silly goober to think that. Dope. Nope. Guess who owns that? J Novel Club. Hi J Novel Club. I think you're great. I support you too. I support you like crazy. Oh, there's actually a sale. Oh, I will be using my hard-earned credits on all of these things. Wait. These aren't credits. These are physical money. Well, at least that's still a good sale if you want any of these and everything. But anyway, so here, let's go on to the thing. Record. So, now, it's even split on another site. Now, luckily, say you want to buy this, you can now buy it digitally through, now let's see if what other formats. So, a record of, now I haven't read this thing. Eventually I'm going to read all this, and thankfully, this is why I support J Novel, because they actually have good quality, literally fan translations. Literally, they're the only ones I feel ethical enough to support them. I think they're, to me, I think the light novel industry would crumble without J Novel Club at this point in time. I think Yen Press just sucks with their releases and everything. Even though I do think they do take some risks and everything, they're just not as good and everything. That's a whole nother discussion. I'll have to make a video on light novels. But luckily, now you can buy them digitally and everything. Now, I'm not surprised. There's enough people who read this light novel series for them to keep producing it physically and everything. Not physically, digitally, where there's enough readers who are reading this series and everything for this to keep going digitally. But here's the thing. How would you know about this existence unless you're a maniac like me who spent a countless amount of hours, man hours, to literally discover all this information about record series, because well, chronicle of records. So I now know that I have to literally, to make this financially viable for myself and everything, because I'm hoping to get AdSense on this, the range project that I've set my courses on. I have to literally release this a series in parts, but I'm just gonna leave this little rant separately to the ether, because it's gonna take me an eternity. It's gonna take me an eternity to do my analysis. You see what I'm working with? Do you see how I have to jump through so many hoops to discover where everything's at in this thing? And I know this is technically a spin-off, and technically it's not related to the original and everything, but it is. It's still part of the franchise. It's still part of it. Even the good, the bad, etc. I want to talk about all of it. But everything is in limbo. Maybe by the saving grace, this show and this franchise will get talked about. I don't know. I'm assuming this is great. A great series for the sole reason of how many freaking volumes it has. Plus, J Novel Club usually doesn't publish this many volumes this fast, because this is a reasonable amount of speed for this many novels and everything. Plus, like, literally, I can read the newest part for free and everything. So say if you were just a fan, well, you have to log in though. Though I hate to say that, you have to log in, but you can read every chapter 1. You can read chapter 1 for free. That's 20 pages. And everything. You can read the entire prologue of this series and everything right here. Don't mean to. Well, I'm not doxing that because I went a little fast and everything there. But oh my gosh, I'm just frustrated. I'm just so frustrated. I'm gonna have to turn down my volume on this video because I was yelling, I was screaming, because I'm so frustrated and everything about this one franchise that I care a lot about. I just care about. I care about art. I wish I could show people art and they could love it the way I do. But I can't. I can't because of this the hellscape known as literally IP spread across so many platforms and avenues and everything. It can't just be in all one place unless you spend unimaginable man hours. I gotta keep repeating this. You aren't gonna know about this. You ain't gonna know about this show. You ain't gonna know about the light novels. You ain't gonna know about this franchise because it is a franchise. That's what makes me so frustrated. It's a franchise that goes unnoticed here in the West that I personally think should be recognized more for its merit and everything. I think it should be up there with Shoko Tensei. I think it should be up there with ReZero, Konosuba. It should be as popular as those. It should be as popular as Eminence and Shadow, which technically I don't even think that anime is popular enough because going back to Yen Press sucks at advertising their light novels unless you spend an ungodly amount of hours investigating all this crap in light novel. It's not like Yen Press has a good sort system like this where I can find out everything. I gotta go. I've been ranting for literally 51 minutes. I hope y'all enjoy this stupid video. Bye bye. Have a nice night.